Welcome. So this is a channel or podcast, depending on where you're watching it from. But this is a channel podcast that will focus on conversations surrounding law, life, and lending. So I'll be giving topics to be ranging from non-banks, everything about everything you need to know about non-banks, lending, fintech lending, analog lending, regulatory compliance of both of them, consumer protection, especially in Nigeria and Africa as a whole. So if you're a lawyer, you're a fintech operator, you're a policymaker, you're a lender in that space, then stick around. This channel is for you. So why this is going to be different from the channels that I'll be telling you a lot about lived experiences. Most of the stories or the explanations I'll be giving to you on non-banks, because I said on non-banks, on fintech lending, on digital lending, or analog, everything has to do with lending, as well as law and lived and experiences as a lawyer will be from lived experiences. So there are things I've experienced since I've seen work and things I not see work. I've had clients over the years, for over a decade now, and I've worked with so many lenders, both in the analog lenders and the digital lenders. So I've seen those things that they have done that worked, things that not work, and the rise and fall, people that were working and for just one silly mistake, they fell, got into trouble with a regulatory body and led to the shutdown and all that. So if you're interested in this space, just knowing more about all this, just knowing about lending, just knowing about fintech, just knowing more about the regulatory compliance of this space, especially in Nigeria and Africa, then stick around. And if you're a lawyer as well, 'cause I'm sharing tips for lawyers as well when it comes to how to succeed as a young lawyer. Because I mean, I'm not dating, I'm also young again. I'm also young again, but yes, I was a very young lawyer and confused young lawyer. So I'll tell you the tips of how I went from where I was to where I went from where I was to where I am now, and how to succeed as a lawyer with things I'm not teaching in law school. Just basically, I'll just tell you stories. I'll tell you how things I'm not teaching in law school. Then and lastly, this is this is all what you expect, and hope you stick around if you're interested in business. So everything about so it's just law, lending, and life. With stories, backed up with stories. I enjoy telling stories. So stick around if you're interested in this, and I'll be seeing you